So I would say that in the past month or two, I've been trying to train in a more conventional style of training. What a typical gym goer would do when they go to the gym to train. As in, I did a 4 times a week split, in which every day I focus on one main movement and then doing the accessory lifts, which I thought to be helpful to get that main movements stronger. So a very typical 4-day split, upper lower split, that most people at the gym would do. I did this because I listened to other gym goers and my gym bro Luke especially. He said that I was training like a pussy essentially. So yeah, I was bench pressing every single day, or every time that I go into the gym I would bench press. And yeah, that was completely against the grain, apparently. Apparently you can't bench press every single day. Apparently that is just too extreme. And apparently only an advanced lifter should be able to train like this. Anyways, I listened to those people and I dialed back my training. Now I did notice that my recovery was better. Every time I go into the gym, I was able to push with more intensity. And so that might be more optimal in that I'm able to get a better training stimulus by pushing heavier weights with more reps. I don't get stronger at my 1 rep max, but I feel like I'm more conditioned in that I push more weights with more reps, so more volume overall. So yeah, that was good. That was going well. And I noticed that in all of my lifts, except the bench press, I seem to be doing better. However, there is one problem. Every time I train, the couple of days after, I would be sore in that region. So say I did squats on one day, and then for the next 3 days I would be sore. And so I feel like with my lifestyle and with the things that I like to do outside of the gym, this is probably not for me. And I know I probably didn't give it enough time to be making such statements. But yeah, that's how I feel. And the other thing as well, while all of my other lifts other than the bench press seem to be going well, there's one issue that keeps popping up, and that's my bench press shoulder pain. And I know people will be saying this, Cole, you need to take time off to rest, to give your muscles enough time to recover, so that every time you go into the gym, you're able to push harder and thus get a better training stimulus. You can push more weights, you can progressive overload, you're going to get bigger, get stronger. And I agree completely. But what use is it for me to only bench press once a week, getting sore for the next couple of days after, bench pressing in a sub-optimal bar path, hurting myself? You know, every time I go into the gym and bench press, I feel like I'm messing up my form in some way, and I always get the same pain. And sure, I might be taking a whole week off to rest, but every time I go into the gym, I bench press and I mess up my form somehow and I get hurt every single week. What use is it to take a whole week off and then coming back and do the same thing and still getting hurt in the process? What use is it? It doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to me that if I want to get better at something, I can only do it once per week. So yeah, I'm going back to my old ways. I know I'm very stubborn, but I need to get to the bottom of this. It is not a recovery issue. It is not a issue of me overtraining and getting inadequate rest that is causing pain. It is an issue of improper bar path, improper mobility. I messed up my form somehow. That's why I'm getting pain. It's not because I'm not resting enough. So I'm going back to my old ways. I'm bench pressing every single day, or at least every time I go into the gym. And my goal is to get to the bottom of this. I want to eliminate or minimize pain as much as possible and be as efficient as possible. I want to work out how to lift in a way that benefits me, in a way that does not cause me pain. And I really do want to get to the bottom of this. So I'm not going to be training like a maniac. I don't want to push more weights for more reps. I want to be more efficient at the movement. That's what I want. So I'm going back to my old way. I'm lifting sub-maximally with different variations. From today's session alone, doing more sets, less reps, less weights overall, I think I'm able to pinpoint exactly what is going on with my form. Why am I feeling pain in my shoulder? And I feel like it is not a shoulder issue at all, because I overhead press without problem. I can overhead press without any pain. So it is not a shoulder musculature issue. I feel like it's a biceps tendon issue, because as you know, the biceps, the long head especially, it crosses the shoulder joint and it attaches to the radius. The short head, I think it also attaches to the coracoid process, which is your shoulder joint. And yeah, they do cross the shoulder joints, and the pain that I feel in the shoulder is actually my biceps, because I did a mobility drill before I bench press. I raised my arms above my head, like in a Y formation, and I feel a deep stretch in my biceps. Granted, I also did some biceps curl before that, but I feel like it is a biceps tendon issue, so I need to strengthen that area of my body. You don't come to this conclusion without bench pressing every day, and I feel like for me, not pushing myself to the limits every time I go into the gym might be a better idea. I think it might benefit me from bench pressing more frequently, because I can actually pinpoint exactly what is going on with my form and fix the pain, rather than going to the gym and lifting heavy ass weights with maximum intensity every week. I feel like this style of training is better suited for me. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a night shift tonight, so I'm going to be really cooked. So I'm not going to train tomorrow. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless, and I'll speak to you soon.